Happy Sunday. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank Him, Lord, for waking you up and starting you on your way today. I thank Him every day, today and every day. Just wanted to hop on real quick to see how everybody was doing. I took my braids out yesterday. I had crochet, so I do them myself. And so they're easy to, take. I take them out after maybe a month. I don't keep them in that long. And then I like to give my scalp a rest. So took my braids out. Whenever I do that, I just give my scalp a rest and I put on my turbans. Or you might see me doing a little bit of everything when I take my braids out. You might see me with a hat. I don't even care, so that's what I did. One of the things I did yesterday. The weather's so nice. I worked on my little garden stuff. But anyway, what's going on? How's everybody doing today? How is everybody doing? Tap in, tap in. The world is going in the direction that the world is going. We don't even know what's going on, But I just want to know how everybody's doing. I'm just riding out for a second. Get some fresh air. I've been trying to do me like a little mini garden, trying to prepare. You never know what's going to happen in the world. So I got me a little bit of squash and tomatoes, cucumbers, garden peas, lettuce, stuff that I like to eat on the daily, So what else? I got okra. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we'll find out. But what's been going on in your life? What's going on? What's going on in these YouTube streets? What's been going on? I've been reading a little bit of things here, reading a little bit there, noticing some stuff, some people talking about things on YouTube, what's been popping on YouTube with certain people and certain channels. And I know the last time I went live, I was talking about Real Right and Uncut Ghost channel, where he was, these people move. Where he was, he had Marley and, what's the other girl? Rochelle. And both are supposed to be pregnant. I believe Marley's pregnant. Marley actually looks better. Her skin is kind of glowing a little bit. I like that. She looks pregnant. I just wish she stopped smoking. Cigarettes and everything. I don't know why they think if they stop one thing, the other things won't affect the baby. Everything you put in your body affects the baby. Everything. So stop it. Anyway, but Rochelle looked like she was, woo. She looked probably the worst I'd ever seen, and I'm a little concerned. I don't know if she was high on fentanyl or what. She was high. That's why she looked so rough, or what. But she really looked like she was getting ready to pass out. If I would go, I would have taken her, because she's supposed to be pregnant too. So I would have taken her to the nearest hospital, and from there she should have gone to the nearest rehab, because now's the time. How's everybody? Tap in. How's everyone doing? I'm up here just running my mouth this Sunday. It's Sunday. It's a beautiful day, and I don't know. I just like to kind of get some of the sun in when it's so nice outside. It's a lot of things I need to be doing in the house too, but you know how that is. I had to come and get me a little bit of sun. Hi. Tell me where you from, guys. How's everybody? I'm from North Carolina. I'm doing great. Can't complain. Sometimes when I stay in the house and you're just sitting in there for a little bit and then it gets a little quiet. I don't know. I get all in my head and I have to get out, so I kind of get out and just ride out a little bit and hi, y'all. Let's see. What is that? Cappy? Hi, Cappy. Hi, Cappy. I was, letting them know that I'm taking my braids out. So I had to, I wear my little things on my head whenever I take my braids out and let my scalp rest a little bit before I decide what I want to do next. It's a little warm now, so I don't know what I want to do. Sometimes I want to cut my hair. I might get it blown out, but God knows. It's just, I don't like putting heat to my hair all the time. And when you get it blown out, if you want to keep it blown out, you got to keep putting heat to it. I do anyway, with my hair. I don't know what kind of hair you got, but I got that kind of hair that you you got to keep putting heat to it if you want it to stay straight. So, and I got a lot of it. So I'll be fighting for my life, child, when I'm doing my hair. So how are you? How are you? Oh yeah, getting back to the story with Rochelle. I was so concerned. I don't know. I'm concerned about her. I don't know if she's having a mental breakdown again, or she was high, or what. I don't know. She's supposed to be a good 3 months pregnant. I don't see it. I don't see it, and I hope it's not true. I'm gonna be honest with you, because Lord knows that she's had up 4 other kids that they've taken away from her. Why on earth? I don't get this. I don't know. Can y'all answer this question for me? If you're single, okay, you have a child, okay, it'll slip up on you. I get it. You know, I had one when I was single, and I never had any more even once I got married. But why do you keep having them if you cannot take care of the ones that you have? And Lord knows the position she's in. I don't understand why do you keep having kids? Birth control is everywhere, and at this point, you need to just let somebody wrap it all the way up, because it's other things going on besides just getting pregnant. Now you can die, right? So I'm sorry on the live for you younger kids, but what is with that? You know, she keeps having these kids and she's not taking care. She just have them and give them away. How do you do that? I don't get it. I don't understand. How do you do that? Why does she keep doing? I think too, all of what she's been doing with her life, or wasting with her life, I think it's beginning to sink in and fall on her head, and the load is heavy. You know. Hey, how's it going, Savannah? How is it going? Where you from? I'm from North Carolina, and it's supposed to be a good, I don't know, 80-something degrees here. But honestly, I don't know. I still have on my lightweight sweater because it's not 80-something like July 80-something. It feels like to me like nice 70s. But I get a little cold at times, you know, so I wear sleeves for a while. I can wear sleeves in the summertime. Won't bother me, not one bit. Not one bit. But it's, you know, it's one of those days. It really is. I just had to get out and ride a little bit. And all those a million things I need to be doing at home, I ain't doing it right now. I'm not. So do you guys have channels, or you just, you know, on YouTube just kind of hanging out, see what's going on? Because I'm trying to, you know, learn from others, right? I'm kind of new to these YouTube streets, right? So I'm always willing to learn what I can. Okay, you have a channel. Okay. Awesome. Do you have like one type of interest that you post, or do you kind of have different things? Because I kind of like doing different things. My channel is let's talk about it, because I just like talking about different topics, things, people, places, entertainment, music, religion. I don't talk about politics as much, because, you know, people, you know, you have what you like and what you don't like, and I'm not going to argue with people just on Facebook about their political beliefs, you know, because that you'll be arguing forever, you know. But I kind of like to keep it light. So, but I'm gonna check out your channel, Savannah, because I just love looking at content. I really do. I love watching content, and I like seeing people's everyday. I like seeing everyday stuff, and things that aren't as like made up. You know, I like the real stuff. And you have a lot of content creators that they kind of, you know, fake it a little bit. And I just like the real. Because I personally have lived long enough to know I can kind of distinguish what's real and what's not. Okay, you got some of. Okay, awesome. I'm definitely gonna check that out. I want you to check my channel's new now, so you know, not too much on me with. But I'm just, you know, just kind of trying to get into the groove of just doing different things. And Honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Whenever I'm out, like in store, because whenever you're a content creator, you really need to record. And when I'm out in places that I should record, I forget to record because I'm always living in the moment. I'm one of those people. I really live in the moment most of the time. I'm like, oh man, I forgot. So I got to get used to that. I've got a 360, like a vlogging camera, but I'm having issues with it. Like it won't. I don't know if I'm not charging it correctly or what. But it doesn't stay charged that long, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong or if the camera's faulty. I don't know. So I can't use that one. I ordered another one, but this one, I don't think I burned it out. I just think it's something going on with the camera itself. I'm not sure what I need to do about that. So if you have any ideas, if you have vlogging cameras, and it's like, I think it's called an M3. I'm not home. I left it home, but it's an M360. It's like a little camera. It's about this big. It's really neat because you can hook it up to your shirt and and do it that way. I also do interviews, and I like to interview people, and I like for them to be, especially if they're really informal, and I can do it with that camera. And you can shoot a whole movie with that camera. I'm telling you, because it's such a great picture. But I'm having issues, keeping it charged now. So if you have any ideas, I also have a iPhone. I have a 16, but I don't want to. I use up a lot of my cloud doing my content, and even with I haven't even done that much content. But that's one of the reasons why I got the camera. But I don't know. I think I'm doing something wrong. I think it's user error. It's not the camera, but I might be wrong. I don't know. So I've been trying to find somebody who's used these vlogging cameras in the past. And it's not even it's not really expensive one either. It's not one of those top of the line, because I'm still training. I call myself a content creator in training. So, but that's what I've been looking for. But I will check out your page. I sure will, your channel, because I just love different content. I love getting ideas, cooking ideas. Now I don't do a lot of cooking up there, just because I don't do a lot of cooking, period. But whenever I do, I love getting ideas for video, for meals, and decorating ideas. I've gotten a lot of ideas off of TikTok, and off of Facebook, and off of YouTube. I love it. I sure do. I've gotten a lot of ideas. And here is a train, and I'm going this way. But yeah, it's just a beautiful day. It's a great day to be alive, right? If you're still above board. And there's a lot of things I've seen people do with YouTube. It's just a lot of different, avenues you can take with YouTube. People have shows. They do these. I love the commentating. I love the reaction videos. I've done a couple. Okay, you don't have one. I've done a couple of reaction videos, but I don't want the other content creators to think I'm trying to steal their content. I'm just reacting to their video, and it's interesting. It's interesting, but I like doing reaction videos. And like I said, I like doing interviews. I even like doing current event stuff. Like I talked about the Oscars, certain things with the Oscars. Just different things. That's why I don't know. I don't have a specific lane. I don't know. Maybe I need to create one so I won't have so much different stuff, on my page. I don't know. But I'm definitely gonna check your page. I will like and subscribe. I sure will. What I noticed with some content creators, especially the ones who have a little bit more, they have a lot of subscribers and stuff. And I don't know. It's like, there's enough room for everybody. on YouTube, on social media, period. There's enough room for everybody. And if it's people I know or people I don't know, or if it's channels I know, the content creators, and they're trying to get going or whatever, I go and I subscribe. And I go and I look at their content and I click on some of the content that I like, but I subscribe because I know what they're trying to accomplish. And it's room for everybody. It is room for everybody. People, when I started doing it, and it's still a hobby. I have worked in finance. I retired working in finance and procurement. I was a manager, and I retired from local government 30 years, so I've always done things on the side, like publicist work and stuff. I'm a freelance publicist as well. So I've always done other things, so whenever I retired, I said, I'm gonna do some things that I kind of like to do. So all this stuff that I'm doing now is like my hobbies. It's hobbies. And I like doing it. I didn't even realize that you could get monetized, especially like on Facebook. I realized one day, okay, they kept sending me something that kept saying monetization, and I'm just posting just random stuff. And then my friend told me, she's like, girl, you can get monetized. They pay you a little bit. She said it won't be a lot, but depending on how much you post, but they can pay you. They'll pay you. So I was like, well, okay. So I started kind of, doing this. What's going on out here? And I like it. I like it. You have to do a lot of posting. So do you post a lot, Savannah? Are you on other social media platforms? Besides YouTube, are you on, what is that, TikTok and Facebook? I don't do X too much. I don't do Twitter too much, honestly. Instagram, I do Instagram, but I don't do it intentionally. It's like, I think whatever I post to Facebook goes to Instagram. I think that's how it works. So, oh, you do just YouTube. Oh, okay. I should, but I started off doing Facebook and not even doing YouTube. So I just kind of started doing YouTube, like kind of. I created a channel last year, but I wasn't really doing anything with it. It's like I created it and left it. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I really wasted time, So now I'm kind of trying to catch up a little bit. So I'm trying. How do you get subscribers? Because I know a lot of people have subscribers, but they do some things on their, put some things on their page I don't want to have on mine, Not judging, just saying I don't want that kind of content. But how do you get subscribers? How do you create and get more subscribers on your page? You don't? Do you have a lot of subscribers? See, I can't see because I would go on it, but I'm still driving, so. Oh, okay. Well, we're growing together then, right? Because neither do I, right? Okay. I know that mine have probably tripled this year, since I've been on. I know one of the things that you have to do I know a content creator who's been up here a while. She told me, she said, just keep posting. I mean, she has over 1,000, might probably have way more than that, but she said, just keep posting. She said, and stuff that, hi. She said, stuff that you don't think you want to post. She said, post it anyway, especially like on the other social media platforms. She said that the thing is to be consistent, right? So she said, be consistent in posting. And she said, if you want to actually post, so different than the shorts and the videos, right? She said, so with the shorts, you can kind of post, snip a minute, whatever. But she said, if you're going to post some videos, just make sure you won't get copyright strikes, And she said, and they'll kick them back and you won't get monetized, that kind of thing. But she said, just kind of start posting some type of videos. And that's harder for me because I just, I don't know what to post, so I don't have as many videos on. But I love current events. I love entertainment. I love posting about people who are in entertainment industry, I guess you could say. I like posting about that. So I don't know. I'm just trying to, get my feet wet and get my flow with it, and going live too. I'm kind of, I go live and don't know. I'm like, what am I supposed to talk about? But I guess as the more I post, the more I will become acclimated to what to post and how to post and that sort of thing. And you know, um, so I don't know. Do you guys watch Paradise on Hulu? Paradise is like my jam. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites. I watch Paradise. I am a fan. If you go to my page and on Facebook and on YouTube, you will see that I love Paradise. So I watched that, and I'm a fan. And you know what? After watching all the way up until maybe this season, the beginning of this season, the first 2 episodes, shoot, I thought Sinatra was running things on Paradise. Jane is running things in Paradise. And the way, I don't want them to kill her because I feel so sorry for her. How she didn't have a chance from the very beginning. She really didn't stand a chance, but I still feel a little sorry for her. But Jane gonna kill everybody if they don't stop Jane. But I think Jane, I don't know if Jane admires Sinatra or if she wants to be Sinatra. What do you guys think? Any of you watch Paradise? That's something I'm trying to figure out. Does Jane want to be Sinatra or does she admire Sinatra? You don't watch Paradise, Savannah? Yeah, you better get on Paradise. Do you have Hulu? Okay. Well, you go to Hulu, look for Paradise. It's about it's about this lady who's like the richest woman in the world, and she owned this big company, and her son died from what I thought was a food allergy, but I think they found out later on that he had like this terminal illness, whatever, and he died. And so I think she's associating it with all the things in the world that killed her son. She still has a daughter, but anyway, she created her own world in a bunker. And it's a whole lot more to it than what I'm saying, but she created her own world in a bunker, called it Paradise, because it's supposed to be like the perfect place, but it's anything but perfect. And there's a lot going on with Paradise. There's a lot going on. So she did that, and it's starting to all her ideas is kind of starting to fall through the cracks. But so everybody works for her. Honestly, there was a president. He was killed like the beginning right in the first season. He was killed because he really was not running things, and Sinatra was. And her name is Samantha, I think, something like that. Samantha or Savannah is one of the. I think it's Samantha, but her code name is Sinatra. Sinatra was the real one running things, telling everybody what to do. She created the whole place. It's like Earth, but it's fake, inside of a mountain. She creates the sun and the moon and the stars and everything. She can tell them when to let the sun come up, go down. Yes. You gotta go. You gotta go watch it and go catch up because they're only in the second season, but it's awesome. When I tell you it's awesome, and it gets better and better. It's one of those ones where you gotta watch, and you gotta kind of watch it more than once because it's missed stuff, And there's so many nuggets in it. If you like that kind of stuff, where it's so many subliminal messages and like little kind of like a what you call it? Almost like a scavenger. I'm gonna be honest with you, but it is awesome. It is awesome if you like those kind of shows. It really is. In the first season, the first 3 episodes moved a little slow, but it was building up. It was introducing characters and that sort of thing. But once that third episode hit, then it's one of those, it's where you can't stop watching it. So just go watch it. I'm gonna hop back on again and just tell me what you think, because I love it. It's something. It is something. And there's a couple more shows I kind of like. I like Cross. Cross is on Prime, I think. They've got this show on Apple TV, and I haven't seen it yet. Is it called Three Imperfect Women or Imperfect Women or something like that? That I want to watch. It's got the girl from The Handmaid's Tale. It's got Kerry Washington, and there's another one, and I want to watch it. I haven't had time. Haven't had time. But I'm gonna catch that too because it looks like it's gonna be good. Yeah, your cousin. Okay, yeah. Watch it. You know, it's awesome. It really is. It's awesome. But yeah, that's what I do. I watch stuff, or I have on one of my channels I have like what I call TV talk, and that's what I do. I'll pick a show, whatever. And I was right about Paradise though, because I think when I posted about it, and it's been a couple when it first came back on, a lot of people really wasn't watching it, and now it's like everybody's watching it. So I kind of like that. But Cross as well, but it's the one that I just mentioned, and there's another one I cannot remember. The show that I'm trying to think of now, but it's awesome too. But it's gonna be some good TV. But go and catch Paradise. Go and catch it, and see what you think, and let me know what you think, because it's good. It's really good. So, are you going to post anything this week to your channel? Maybe we need to keep each other encouraged, you know, because it takes a lot to just keep posting every day. And sometimes you run out of content. Sometimes, honestly, I get burned out, you know, and I don't even post nearly what I see other people posting. You know, you got to do like I think you got to challenge yourself. I try to challenge myself to kind of post and to keep posting, you know. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of March. I'm gonna try to post, and this is across all of my platforms. So if I can post on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube every day, at least once, post something to that every day. That's what I'm gonna challenge myself to do that for the rest of March. Because that's what they say. It's like, you know, you just got to be persistent and just keep posting. Just keep posting, you know. So I'm trying to do that. I think that's what we have to do. Just kind of put a plan in motion. That's what we got to do, Savannah. Put a plan in motion to keep posting. We've got pollen that's so bad here now. Oh my God, I'll be so glad when the little pollen window is done. So this pollen is kind of bothering me a little bit, and then it's all everywhere in the air. It's everywhere. Thank God for pollination, but Jesus Christ, the pollen is everywhere. It's a beautiful day, but this pollen is everywhere. When I tell you, it is everywhere. It really is. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to challenge myself for the week to do that with the posting. I'm going to challenge myself this week to walk every day. It's sometimes it's weather, you know. Whenever I get a good walking routine in, then it starts raining. So, but I got a little treadmill, one of those little ones that you put in the house. And so there's no excuse. I can get my tail on that treadmill and start walking. That's something I can do. But yeah, I'm going to challenge myself to walk every day this week and to post on the 3 platforms. That's what I'm going to do. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna park here. I got y'all. I see y'all. For a second. Hey. love little children. I swear. They're so trusting when they're little. Yeah, that's right. So, my mind to put. Yeah, when is your birthday? When is your birthday? Yeah, because we got to encourage each other, Savannah. We do now. I try to get up here. Oh, in May. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely post for your birthday. So are you gonna celebrate big? Are you gonna celebrate, are you going on a trip? Or are you gonna celebrate small? Or as long as you celebrate. My birthday's in July, and you know what? I've always wanted to have a pool party. But it's so hot. My birthday's in July 21st. It's so hot. When my birthday rolls around, I don't even want to come outside. But I always wanted to have a pool party for my birthday. I always wanted to have a pool party, and I think I'm gonna do it this year. We were thinking about getting. Yeah. Well, I always do that, Savannah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I tell people all the time, I'm introvert. I always say I'm gonna do this and da, and then I'm just not one of those people that like big crowds. Never have, been the big crowd. And especially, as old as I am now, I'm older. I'm not an old woman, but I'm older, and I don't know, your interests change, and especially the things that's going on in the world right now. You just kind of you don't want to celebrate real big, you know. So we're thinking about putting one of those little small pools in the backyard, not a big Olympic size one, because I mean, who's gonna swim in it, right? Not us, but one that you could cool off and just splash in, and we're thinking about doing that. So if we do that, I definitely have a pool party because I'm gonna have one at my house. But I don't know, but I want to. I want to celebrate. I do want to do something like that, but it'll probably just be like family, close friends. I'm talking close friends, like maybe a handful of maybe about 4 or 5 couples that we're close to, and then my family members, and that'll be it. Because that kind of stuff, I don't celebrate with I don't need a big party, and most of the people you don't know. I don't need that in my life, right? So, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Well, Savannah, it's really been nice talking to you up here. I really appreciate you taking the time to hop on my live. I'm gonna go check your channel out, and yeah, we're gonna motivate each other, to post more and to get some content going and to kind of find our lane, right? We're gonna do that. I also like doing inspirational stuff. And like I said, I've been a freelance publicist for years. Been doing publicist work for different people in different lanes. Like, I had a client, she wrote a book. She was in a relationship with this NFL player. She wrote a book about it, about how he kind of left her at the altar type thing. And then I have a client who was a celebrity still is a celebrity stylist. I have different types of clients, but I'm really picky now because I don't want to do it full out. I just do it like freelance, so and I still do that, but I like doing inspirational stuff, and I'm kind of getting more and more into that lane. I don't know if that's what God is leading me, or what. But I kind of like it, I kind of like it. So I don't know. This year's bringing forth a lot of things that I didn't think I would be doing, but I'm doing, and I like it. And that's going to be part of my mantra for this year. If I don't like it, I'm not going to do it, And so that's what I'm trying to do now. But thank you again. Thank you so much, Savannah. We will speak again, and we will meet again, and I'm going to check your channel out, and we're going to continue to encourage each other. So you'll see me putting little stuff on your channel, little words of encouragement. And You enjoy the rest of this day and have a great one. And I'll talk to you later.